Hi guys, chances are that if you are still here up to this point, it means you are really serious about making that PPP loan a grant, right? And we are here to run this small webinar, but what I want to point out before it actually starts is that this webinar is actually a recorded, like a case study that we have conducted last week with our actual customer to actually tell them how to use this application, the PPP expense tracker that you have ordered already or you are about to order. So basically, generally speaking, what you are going to cover here is to tell you exactly how to use it. You have to pay attention on how to use this application, because you don't have to do that much. Basically, watch what it will be shared on the screen in a few seconds. What you have to do is to exactly, first thing, the two main values that you have to put in this application is the amount. How much was the loan amount that you received for PPP? The second was the date. When did you receive the money? When was actually the money deposited into your bank account, right? So once you got those two information, you will go into, you first start with the 8-week period, because this application will allow you to apply whether you are choosing a 8-week period or 24-week period. So the first thing you have to do is to use the worksheet that has 8 weeks on it. Just put, first thing, that's where you put the information. Don't put no information on the worksheet that shows your result. The only information you have to put on the worksheet that shows the result is information about your company, your name of the company, your information like the name, email, whatever. That worksheet shows you at the end, on the upper right corner of the spreadsheet. Yes, that is where you put the information. But about the calculation, do not use that result, that worksheet result, to do whatever you want to do. The only thing you have to do is to go to your 8-week. You start with the 8-week. Just put the first amount, how much you're going to pay yourself. By the way, it's going to tell you during the worksheet, during the video that we're going to share in a few seconds. You're going to see exactly, as you put the loan amount, the application will generate and tell you how much you will pay yourself, because that's the first thing. How much you pay yourself and how much you will consider as a business use of your personal property, like your house, for example. Do you think you use your house for 50,000? For 50% or 20%, it's up to you. Just put the number. If you use your house for 20%, just put 20. If you use your house for 100%, if your business is 100%, that means your business has a separate location than you. Then you're gonna put 100%. By the way, I'm going to explain in the video. I just want to give you an overview of what you're going to watch in a few seconds. So when you finish, just put how much you spend. When did you pay for rent? When did you pay for gas? When did you pay for electricity? You just choose the week. You choose the week in which you pay for all these expenses. Once you do that, the system will actually generate how much will be, forgivable, how much are eligible expense, because all the expense that you use your money on are not eligible expense. That's the point that you have to make here, right? So finish with the 8-week period. If after the 8-week period, everything is not forgivable, because the application will actually show you how much is forgivable out of the money that you receive, or out of all the expense that you have made. So after the 8-week period, you see the result. If you see that you didn't claim, you still have something that is not less. If you don't have 100% forgivable, then you have to move to the next 24 holes worksheet, basically, and you're gonna put the same thing on there. Then you will have more room to put more expenses. And when you finish, once you see that, you can go back and check the result. Once you put the information, go back on the 24 weeks result worksheet to see exactly how much is forgivable. Once you see that 100% is forgivable, then it's good. You just stop right there, and that is what you're going to use for your forgiveness. Because once you have actually applied for forgiveness, the bank will want to see the detail of what you have spent and when you spend those money before they ask for whether it's a bank statement or whatever receipt. You have to actually show the detail of what you have done. This is why we do an intent. When you have to work, when you want to consult with businesses, that's what we do. Now, I'm sharing it with you because we will charge you $150 an hour to do that for you. Now, I'm sharing it So I'm actually sharing it with you so that you can do it by yourself. You don't need a CPA or tax professional to help you to know how much will be forgivable. And you don't want to be surprised by your bank telling you that, you know what, only 50% of your money will be forgivable, because you don't know whatever the result will be. If you don't know, if you don't have all the details in place and you don't show them the details, right? So if you are comfortable of all of that, by the way, at the end of this watch this webinar, if you still have a question, you know how to contact me. You can contact me by email or by WhatsApp or by any means you feel good for you, right? So enjoy, and if you have a friend, share with a friend and enjoy the watch. Ciao.